welcome to North Campus Field, Game 2 of the doubleheader between Kutztown University and Shippensburg University. We are just getting underway as the first pitch was grounded to second base by Rick Shumway. So one out as Shippensburg is down, and Kutztown trying to sweep the doubleheader.
Yeah, Kutztown took the first game by a score of 9-5. In that first game for Shippensburg, Miller went 2 for 3 with 2 homers, and Shally went 2 for 3 with 1 run scored for the Kutztown Golden Bears. Gorski pitched a complete game with four earned runs and 10 Ks. Lightcap went 2 for 3 with 5 big RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Kolbacki went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. As we are now set here.
This pitch is swung and hit into left field. It's going to hang up though and playable, so 2 quick outs for Kutztown University. Off to a good start.
On the mound today, right now, for the Golden Bears is number 9, Mertz. On the season, let me find it here for a second as we're just getting underway here. In this lovely day for baseball, Trent Mertz on the season, 4.97 ERA, 2-2 on the season, has appeared in 9 games and has started 6 for the Golden Bears.
As Steve McCardle steps to the plate, he swings and flies one out of play. So quickly down in the count, 0-2 is McCardle, as Mertz has come out throwing strikes and early going.
Mertz doing exactly what Gorski did last game. Gorski was absolutely spectacular. Like we said, a complete game, 7-inning game, 10 strikeouts, quite a few of them looking as he had his fastball work in the first game.
Gorski really did a great job settling in and gaining his composure when he struggled. As that ball's hit softly to second, it's going to have to be a quick play, and it is. And great job by Kutztown here in the first inning as Shippensburg goes down 1-2-3 on the. If you're keeping score at home, it's a 4-3 in the scorebook. We're going to stay with you right here as Kutztown's going to hit in the bottom half of the first inning. And as we said, great job by Mertz to come out and just throw some strikes early on.
On the mound for Shippensburg today, after I say this, we will get you the starting lineups for both teams. On the mound for Shippensburg is Andrew Burke. On the season, Burke has been one of the more better pitchers for Shippensburg, a 5.67 ERA, 5-3 in the win-loss column, has appeared in 12 games and has started 10. He has 3 complete games under his belt, so definitely capable of going the distance is Andrew Burke. And let me get you the starting lineups. First, we will start with Shippensburg. Batting first is Rick Shumway. He is the DH on the day. Batting second is Reddick. He is playing the center field position. Batting third is McCardle. McCardle will be at shortstop. Batting fourth is Culp. He will be in right field. Batting fifth is Coons. He will be in left field. Batting sixth, and the big man early on for Shippensburg last game will be Miller. He will be at third. Batting seventh will be Shally. He will be playing first base. Batting eighth will be, I have trouble with his name, Coleman. He will be batting eighth. He will be catching. And batting ninth will be Rhodes. He will be playing second base. For the Kutztown Golden Bears, batting first will be Shane Houck. He will be playing the center field position. Batting second will be Fry. He will be playing first base. Batting third will be Quigley. He will be playing third base. Batting fourth will be Lightcap, who had a huge day, 5 RBIs for the Golden Bears in the first game. He will play left field. Batting fifth will be Dugan. He will be playing right field. Batting sixth is Fantarosa. He will be the catcher on the day. Batting seventh will be Stout. He will be the DH. Batting eighth will be Montz. He will be the second baseman. And batting ninth will be Renda. He will be playing the shortstop position.
Kutztown is beginning the bottom half of the first inning. And the first pitch to Houck is outside for a ball, missing on the fastball. 1-0. Now swinging is Houck, and he's going to foul it out of play just to our right. So 1-1 count.
Houck on the season, one of the best Kutztown everyday hitters. He's batting .452 right now on the season. Has appeared in 36 games and has started 36 games.
Breaking ball missing real high, nearly hitting Hauk. So he'll take that for a ball, 2-1 count. Hauk trying to be a table setter for the big bats in the middle of Kutztown's order. Off-speed pitch, great breaking ball that time. And Hauk is back to a 2-2 count.
As like Joe said, 2-2 the count now. Shane Hauk looks to begin the inning for the Golden Bears.
Here is the 2-2 pitch. He fouls it off, he stays alive. So count does remain 2-2.
This game will be aired on television as a replay on Sunday at 4 o'clock on KUTV channel 24. So when you get to see this lovely game, hopefully you were out here today and you get to see it again on Sunday.
2-2 pitch once again. This time he's going to miss outside with the breaking ball. Try to go away from him that time, and great job by Hauk to lay off. And he's done his job so far as a leadoff hitter. He's worked a full count. So 3-2 to Hauk. Here is the full count pitch. It's swung in the air. It's going to be fouled. See if it's going to get out of play. Third baseman running over. It's not going to be in play. So we'll do it once again with the full count.
Could have been the wind that kept that one in play, as the wind is blowing that direction to keep it in play, but it actually got out there. So Hauk now still stands 3-2. It's a full count. Hauk, 84 total bases so far on the season. That's a great number if you're the Golden Bears. That's what you want your leadoff person to do. You want him to be rounding the bases as much as possible.
Let's see if he can win the battle. Full count. He fouls it off once again to the third base side. Scaring the fans a little bit over there as third baseman for Shippensburg, Ben Miller, picks up the ball.
Will not scare us, as we are protected by this beautiful netting here behind home plate. That's where we is. Beautiful day out here for baseball right now. The weather is perfect. The wind started to pick up. Not much wind blowing in the first game, but as of right now, it's starting to get a little windy out here. Be interesting to see how the Balls react about it.
Still a great day for baseball in general, though, as Hauk takes the breaking ball low, so he works the leadoff walk. Great job by the leadoff man. And now it's going to bring up Jared Fry.
Hauk making Andrew Burke throw quite a good number of pitches there that first at bat. That's what you like to see from your leadoff guy. You want him to get on base. You want the person to take a lot of pitches so the rest of the team can see what he's got. And Hauk does his job there.
Let's go see what Jared Fry can do. First baseman. Hit from the left side of the box. He's going to take the fastball, which missed low, and there goes Hauk. He's going to be safe at second base. Great read by Hauk as that ball bounced up there, and he's going to be able to get second base pretty easily.
Yeah, the catcher tried to keep that ball as it was thrown completely into dirt. He tried to get a good block on it, but he actually did get not too bad because it didn't carry him too far away. If he wouldn't even touch it, it could have been back here at the backstop. So, great job by the catcher, but an even better job by Hauk to read that ball.
Kutztown in business here in the first. Runner aboard with nobody out. Now it's going to be a bunt attempt coming up by Fry, and he fouls it off. So Fry changing his plate, changing his idea at the plate with a runner on second, trying to get him to third for one out, and then a sac fly would obviously drive in a run. I think that's what Kutztown's thinking of.
Trying to play a little small ball is Kutztown. It's not all about the long ball, though it was the first game. It's four balls left the ballpark. But nothing wrong with playing a little small ball to get these runs in.
That pitch bounces up there. Hauk thinking about third this time. He's going to wisely get back as that ball did not shoot away as far as the first one did. So he'll remain at second, but Kutztown's still in a good spot here. If Fry can deliver with a single, there is nobody out in the inning.
Early on, Burke having a little bit of trouble getting the pitches over the plate there as they continue to bounce here.
Two and one. Now checking the runner. Coming in with the fastball, missing real high and away. So the count will go to 3-1 right now.
Like we said, Burke a little wild here early on. Look for him to calm down. Might be a little bit excited here. Like I said, beautiful day for baseball.
Well, checking Hauk once again. Now coming in with the fastball. It's grounded to second. It's going to move the runner up. Let's see if Fry, and the ball is bobbled, and Fry's going to be safe all around. Kutztown is in business officially. First and third, nobody out. As Fry just kind of tapped that one to second base. And I don't know if Rhodes was thinking the runner at third, or he kind of rushed himself there and didn't make a good play on it. So Kutztown first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, Rhodes might have got a little called up with Hauk running running the third. He could have had a play there on it. It wasn't too much of a tough play as the ball was hit out there, not too hard, but might have been thinking the runner and just couldn't get his hands on it.
Kutztown getting a break so far. See if they can capitalize. As Quigley steps in, he takes the fastball away, 1-0. Kutztown's done a good job early on working some counts and getting in their favor as Houck got the full count and then Fry got the 3-1. So see if Kutztown can continue doing that.
If you're Kutztown, you just want to make the pitcher throw a lot of pitches right now. Make him throw you a strike.
Ground ball hit the third. They're going to make a play at the plate as Houck broke. The ball bounced up there, but now they get Houck on a rundown. Catcher chasing him back. Now the rundown's going on. Advancing the third is going to be Fries. Houck is tagged out. Going to second is Quigley. So for Kutztown, not the ideal of situations. They will have second and third with one out, but that time maybe a base running mistake on Houck's part.
Yeah, Houck, I could see why he wanted to go. I understand why he wanted to go. It is early on here though, but he looked like he had the opportunity to make it. I really didn't think that the third baseman would go home with that ball. I don't know about you, Joe, but I didn't think he would go home. But then again, a good job by Houck staying in the rundown, at least letting the runners get over into scoring position.
Well, the way this ball wasn't hit too hard, so the double play would have been a tough feat to accomplish. So Houck breaking made it very easy for Miller to make that throw to the plate. It's going to be up to Chad Lightcap, and he takes the breaking ball high.
Lightcap very able, 2 and 3 in the first game, 5 RBIs, and he hit a monstrous shot to left field that left the ballpark in a hurry.
The pitch misses high. Now it's 2-0. All of a sudden, Lightcap's got to count in his favor. See if he can get a fastball here and do something with it, as he is their RBI guy.
They are making Andrew Burke throw pitches, and the pitches have been balls so far as they've been laying off. It looks like they're going to settle for making Burke throw them a strike.
Misses on the off-speed pitch. That time, that was a good pitch that time, and it full Lightcap as he was way ahead looking for that fastball.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch there by Burke. It looks like Lightcap wanted to get out in front of that. Maybe he was thinking a little bit of muscling it over the left field like he did last game.
2-1, checking the runners, now delivering, missing once again with the off-speed pitch high, so 3-1 to count the Chad Lightcap.
Hit to the outfield, a decent shot. We'll probably get the runners home. We'll probably get the runners to advance, at least the runner from third to home, to put one run up on this board.
Checking the runners, now coming to the plate, and Lightcap swings and he fouled it off. He straightens that ball out. That's going places.
Yeah, that one was hit pretty hard. I know it got shot straight back towards us, but that was, like you said, Joe, if he gets a hold of that one, if he swings maybe a little bit sooner, that ball is going places and going far.
So it is a full count. Checking the runners once again. Now he's going to go to the plate. Lightcap swung and missed at the fastball, so big out for Shippensburg. As Burke did a great job to throw that fastball by Lightcap. He got behind him 3-1, got battled back, ended up striking out one of Kutztown's premier hitters. So second and third, Kutztown trying to get some runs in as they have had runners aboard all inning, not being able to score.
Mike Dugan now up to bat for Kutztown. Hitting .302 in this season so far. 30 appearances, 29 games started. So Dugan very capable of putting the ball in play. 18 RBIs, not a stranger of getting runs across. 4 doubles for Dugan so far on the season.
Pretty big at bat here for Dugan. I'm sure he knows it. Trying to give Kutztown an early lead. He takes the pitch over for a strike. Umpire a little late with his decision there. I think he had it all the way. So 1-1 count. Kutztown does not have a hit in this inning. A lot of errors and walks and different things happening, but they have a shot to get some runs. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed once again. So Burke's, to his credit, done a good job. It's 1-2.
And I think if you're Kutztown, it's going to be a little bit frustrating if you don't come away with any runs here, as you started out with 2 runners on and no outs. So
1-2 to Dugan. Burke now from the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? I'm not sure, and doesn't look like he did, so it's going to be 2-2. That was a good breaking ball that time. Nearly got him to chase.
Yeah, the ump looked to see, he thought about it for a second to see if he went or not, but came up with his decision in a nicely timed fashion there as the count now stands 2-2 with 2 outs.
From the windup, the 2-2 pitch is hit in the air, popped up, and it's going to be playable on the left side for third baseman Ben Miller. He makes the play, and Kutztown does not score in the first inning as they got a leadoff runner aboard. He got the second. They had a second and third a couple times. They had first and third, and without any hits, I guess they really didn't. Wouldn't have been an earned run, but we're going to step aside. Kutztown did not score in the first.
Around campus, talk to students, meet professors. At Kutztown University, you'll see people learning to make a difference. Kutztown University is a community of scholars who affect the local community, the region, and the world. KU offers the largest on-campus residency in the Pennsylvania state system. In addition to traditional housing, there are apartment and suite-style accommodations, learned faculty, and cutting-edge facilities, all dedicated to the success of KU students.
We are back here at North Campus Field where Kutztown and Shippensburg are scoreless. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Kutztown did win Game 1 by a score of 9-5 behind help from Lightcap, who had a 3-run home run. Also, Gorski, who pitched an amazing game for Kutztown. So we are in Game 2. Kutztown just stranded a couple of runners aboard in that bottom half of the first inning. But something they got to put behind him right now is Trent Mertz came out in the top half of the first inning and threw some strikes and got Kutztown rolling defensively at least. So we'll see if he can come out and do it once again.
On the season, Kutztown with a 27-9 record, 8-2 at home, 10-5 away, 9-2 on a neutral site, and 12-4 within the PSAC East. For Shippensburg, they are 20-25 overall, 8-6 at home, 9-19 on the road, struggling a bit there, 3-0 neutral, and are 9-7 in the PSAC East. So that is where both teams stand so far as the season is starting to wind down.
And Kutztown, with that win in Game 1, has clinched a playoff spot officially, as they are still behind Westchester in a PSA save, but they are officially going to be playing in the playoffs.
Yeah, so no early trips home for the Golden Bears, as they will at least have some playoff time.
Cody Kolb takes the breaking ball in for a strike, so 1-1 as that first pitch missed. Mertz has come out and thrown strikes. The 1-1 pitch is swung and fouled off, so now Mertz is ahead of Kolb, 1-2.
Kolb so far in this later season, as I said before, as the season is starting to wind down, Kolb actually batting .349 here.
Ground ball is tapped to second base. Nice, easy play. And there's one out as Mertz has faced 4 hitters and he's retired 4 hitters.
Yeah, Mertz doing a spectacular job pitching right now. He started off just like Gorski did the first game, as he pitched a spectacular game, 10 Ks. In case you're just joining us, Kutztown won the first game 9-5 on the arm of Darren Gorski, as he went a complete game with 10 Ks, only allowing 4 earned runs.
First pitch is in for a strike, as starting off with the fastball was Mertz. Does a good job to get the strike to Casey Coons, the left fielder for Shippensburg, the Red Raiders. From the windup, here's the 0-1. It's a breaking ball and a good one. It's fouled off. It looked like Coons was just playing a little defense there, trying to foul that pitch off, so 0-2.
Coons on the season batting .289, has appeared in 44 games here for the Red Raiders. He has 55 total bases. Like I said, total bases is a very important stat here. You hope that your players are around the bases and hopefully coming home for some runs.
Fastball in the outside corner rings him up, strike 3. Great pitch that time by Mertz to get that over the outside corner. He just stayed away. He had him 0-2. Usually you might not see a fastball in that situation, but he did a good job throwing one.
Yeah, you don't usually see the fastball there, but he's doing what Gorski did the first game. Gorski was demanding on his fastball, and he was getting people left and right. Like I said, 10 Ks, and Mertz starts out here early with a K.
Ben Miller, the third baseman, number 30 for Shippensburg, steps in the box. And he takes that first pitch outside for a ball. So here's the 1-0. I think that pitch is going to miss as well. It will. A couple of fastballs to start off Miller.
Miller was the huge offensive threat in the first game. The only basically threat from Shippensburg is he hit 2 home runs, both to left field, and both were absolute bombs during the first game.
I don't know if Mertz is trying to stay away from him a little bit here, but he's throwing 3 fastballs that have missed. So the count is 3-0. There are 2 outs. And here's the 3-0 pitch. It's a fastball over for a strike.
Yeah, if you're Mertz, I mean, as a pitcher, you want to pick your spots here, and the damage that Miller did last game, you might want to think about maybe just getting him on. As that one comes back up the middle.
Ground ball to second base. Over to first. Nice, easy 1-2-3 inning that time by Mertz, as he has had 6. And we will go to the bottom of the second, and we'll be right back.
Look around campus, talk to students, meet professors. At Kutztown University, you'll see people learning to make a difference. Kutztown University is a community of scholars who affect the local community, the region, and the world. At Kutztown, you learn from leaders in the field, professors who are dedicated to their subject, their students, and their community. KU's outstanding facilities include the new state-of-the-art science and academic forum buildings, facilities dedicated to the success of KU's students.
We're back here in the bottom half of the second. As Andrew Burke on the hill for Shippensburg. We have no score, no hits, and no errors in the game, so clean slate for both teams at this point. As Kutztown had some fuss in that bottom half of the first inning, as we've mentioned a few times, but nothing to show for it, and Shippensburg's been pretty quiet offensively.
No hits in the first inning for the Golden Bears, I believe, as all their runners were on for walks or errors, as Burke had a little bit of a control problem there in the first inning.
See if Kutztown can try and jump on him a little bit here, as they did make him throw some pitches in that first inning. Shane Houck had a full count, fouled off some pitches. Lightcap with the full count. Dugan worked at 2-2.
Dom Fantarosa is now up to bat for the Golden Bears. He will lead off this inning.
Fantarosa getting the catching duties today. So he takes a fastball for a strike. See if Fantarosa can start something for Kutztown, as we are towards the bottom half of their order. And he hits a pop-up on the first base side. Let's see if there's going to be a play over there. And wow, great attempt, not making the play. But an awesome attempt by Kevin Sholey over there from first base to kind of leaped on that fence, nearly had to play at the ball. But Kutztown will take it, and the count is 0-2.
Fantarosa playing in about half of Kutztown's games so far. He's batting .262 on the season. Has appeared in 18 games. He's started 12. 8 RBIs on the season for Fantarosa, and he has 11 hits.
He's facing an 0-2 right now. Wind up, and the breaking ball by Burke just misses a little bit high. Good frame job attempt by the catcher.
Good eye by Fantarosa not to fall victim to the close pitch there, as he holds off on that one, and count is now 1-2.
Burke fires the fastball in. It's going to miss outside, so now Fantarosa has got the count back to 2-2, a little bit more manageable.
It's tough when you're a hitter when you have an 0-2 count. You basically have to protect at that point. But now more of an even playing field right now.
The 2-2 pitch misses the fastball, missing down. Looks like Burke's having a little mound issues as he tries to kick some dirt away after his stride. But the count is full, and Kutztown once again trying to get their leadoff runner aboard any way they can. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, base hit left field. Great job that time by Fantarosa to work the count in his favor and then drive a ball into left field.
Fantarosa kept his head down on that one, got the bat around, and managed to scream that one in the left field. That was a great job of hitting, and great job by working the count by Fantarosa.
Kutztown's got what they needed, and that was a leadoff runner. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Towards the bottom half of the order, Brett Stout will hit. He's a DH.
Stout on the season, only hitting .148, has seen action in 18 of Kutztown's games.
Miller's up a little bit. There's going to be no bunt attempt, however, and that pitch misses on the outside with the fastball. 1-0 count.
Fantarosa on the season, although a catcher, and you don't expect catchers to steal that much, he has actually stolen 3 bases successfully on 4 attempts, so not too much of a threat to run, but he can steal a base if he has to.
Catches for another 15 or so years, that might change.
Yeah.
But
he goes a little longer in here, the knees might start to hurt a little bit more here and there, and back to just 1 base at a time.
exactly. 1-1 count right now to Stout. Checking the runner now. Now Burke's going to fire, or not really fire, kind of toss it over to first base just to keep Santa Rosa honest.
Burke maybe knows what I just said. Although he's a catcher, you don't think about running. But, hey, 3 out of 4 times, take that any day of the week.
And kind of a running bunt attempt that time by Stout, as he's going to miss on that one, trying to fool everyone. As Miller was up for the first couple pitches and then was back. And Stout thought he could put one down, but he does miss on it.
It's almost like a slap bunt there. Something you would see, and it's softball players actually do a lot, and quite well, actually, as he just gets around on that one.
So the count is 1-2, and here is the pitch, missing high with the fastball. So back to a 2-2 count as Burke's starting to throw some pitches now. We don't have an official pitch count. We'll try and get you an unofficial one within the next inning, as it is still early. The count is 2-2 to Stout. Looking, and now kind of tossing it back over to first base again was Burke.
It's a very ginger move there by Burke. He just casually just tosses it over to first. Anyway, trying to keep Santa Rosa honest.
Not an overwhelming lead over there at first as Santa Rosa, but Shippensburg might know something as well about his steals. And he's thought about going, actually broke, and then decided to come back. So a lot of movement going on over there first.
It's actually a good idea by Santa Rosa. He wasn't going to get a very good jump on that ball and decided to put the brakes on real quick and take it back to first.
Kind of surprised he does not have a huge lead, but it's a throw to go, and there he goes, and the pitch is going to be fouled off, though, so Santa Rosa is going to have to go back to first. Good job that time protecting by Stout. Count remains 3-2.
Yeah, when you got the full count, you have to protect. You don't want to go down easy. Anything that is close to the zone, you have to swing at, basically. No guessing here unless you want to get tossed out looking.
Burke did make a good pitch to throw that breaking ball on the outer half of the plate, but credit Stout for fouling it off, and he's going to get another chance. Let's see if Santa Rosa goes once again. And now an actual fire back to first base this time by Burke as he put a little zip on that ball, and Santa Rosa's back in time.
It's actually a good idea by Santa Rosa maybe to take even that lead that he has. It's making Burke think about it, and that sometimes can get in a pitcher's head. Might come as he fires another one over there now. Could get in the pitcher's head, which it looks like he is doing, and look to see how this next pitch comes to the plate.
Something pitchers will do, continue to throw it over to first, maybe get the hitter a little antsy. As Santa Rosa does go, and it's hit on the ground, and the shortstop, and it's bobbled. Santa Rosa's in at second, and in at first is Stout, so Kutztown in business as the ball went to shortstop, and I guess Santa Rosa maybe kind of messed up the shortstop trying to make that play and safe all around.
I think maybe I don't know this because I'm not the shortstop, but I like to think that maybe he was thinking two there. But Santa Rosa did look like he was running on the play, so it would have been a tough double play to turn. But either way, Kutztown has runners now at first and second with nobody out here in the second inning.
And Steve McCardle came up with that ball as he was breaking to actually cover the bag, and a ball actually got hit exactly to where the runner was going, and he just couldn't come up with the play.
And we're going to head out to a replay here of that play. Yeah, it looks like the shortstop just got, it looks like Santa Rosa might have struggled him for a little bit. As we are back to action now, as the conference on the mound has the ump went out to get the conference of the mound broken up, and we will resume play here in a second.
Cody Mons will step in with a chance to keep this inning rolling for Kutztown.
Mons on the season hitting 111. So Stout and Mons not playing in about half of the games so far for Kutztown. Not hitting overly well, but getting the start here in this second game as he tries to lay down a bunt.
The bunt attempt is fouled off right by the plate. 0-1 count to Mons. Not to be confused with Mertz, who's on the mound for Kutztown.
Two distinct letters, yes, could trip someone up, Joseph.
Count is 0-1. Corners are up. Shortstop creeping a little bit. Not a big lead for Montanosa as the bunt attempt on the breaking ball is missed. Maybe not the ideal pitch to take a bunt attempt at, but he missed it.
And Mons is showing bunt all the way right now. He's not even bringing the bat back and then bringing it up to bunt. He is showing bunt the whole way. So, as it doesn't seem like the third baseman has moved in, but the first baseman has taken a few steps in here.
Now with the 0-2 count, he's going to be, looks like he's just going to be swinging at this point. He takes that fastball high and away, 1-2.
As the third base coach tells him, settle down a little bit up there.
Burke looking back, now firing, throws a great breaking ball, and it's going to get Mons to chase out of the zone. As not a great at bat by Mons that time. He will go down on strikes. So that's the first out. Now Kutztown could face that similar problem that they had in the first inning where they had runners on and they couldn't score anybody.
And Mark Renda will now come to the plate for the Golden Bears. Renda hitting .291 here on the season, has appeared in 26 games, has started 18. He has 9 RBIs on the season, 1 home run, 3 doubles. So can show a little bit of power here if he has to. Right now, he's just looking to get the runner over here with 1 out.
Top of the order, waiting on deck in Shane Hauk. As the first pitch is missed down low, so 1-0 now to count to Renda. Burke's has been behind a lot of hitters early on, throwing a lot of balls to a lot of different guys, and so far Kutztown has not capitalized, but with a chance here in the second. Fastball high, 2-0 now to Mark Renda.
Golden Bears have Fantarosa on second and Stout on first. After the crazy play by the shortstop there, where it looks like Fantarosa might have distracted him a little bit, to put the runners at both first and second.
Checking the runners, now throwing the fastball in, and taking all the way was going to be Renda, and he does take the fastball in for a strike, so 2-1 count.
Renda waiting for Burke to throw him a strike. Wasn't going to swing at anything until he actually got a nice pitch or strike to get over the plate. So count holds 2-1 now.
Now a 3-1 count, and Kutztown's done a real good job at the plate. They've been very disciplined and swinging at not swinging at bad pitches for the most part. Now they got a chance, 3-1. The count to Mark Renda. Once again, Burke checking the runner at second. Now fires the fastball in, and Renda know it. Strike 2, right over the inside corner.
Yeah, it was a good pitch there by Burke. Got the outside corner, got the inside part of the plate, which the ump has called all day today. Both pitchers in the first game got that call also, so you would expect nothing less in the second game.
Here is the full count pitch, and Mark Renda didn't swing the whole entire at bat, and that's called third strike over the outside corner. He didn't like it, but he stood there for 6 pitches, and he's down on strikes.
Renda made a start to make his way up the first base line when the ump decided to ring him up. So tough at bat there by Renda, as he saw quite a few pitches. Some maybe could have went either way, but either way, Shane Hauk now steps to the plate for Kutztown.
That pitch might have been a little bit off the outside of the plate, but umpire likes guys. You got to swing the bat eventually. So it'll be the second consecutive strikeout and the third overall for Burke on the day.
In case you're just tuning in right now, 0-0 is the score here in the second inning. 2 outs here for Kutztown with runners on first and second.
Hauk swings and he hits the fastball, pretty well hit the left field. Back to the wall, looking up, that ball is gonna get out of here. A 3-run home run for Shane Hauk, the leadoff man, as he's showing a little bit of power at the top of the order, and Kutztown's jumped to a 3-0 lead.
Hauk, no stranger to the long ball, has 6 on the season. That's actually to lead the Golden Bears, so no stranger to the long ball is Hauk, as that one got out of here in a hurry as the fans tried to scurry away a little bit there, as they didn't want any part of catching that ball, because that was a screamer.
Big time boost for Kutztown, who really, couldn't get them runs in that first, and then it looked like, the same thing could have happened in the second. It is early, but we'll see. That was a big time shot, and Kutztown's ready to go. There's a 1-0 count.
As Fry hits that one pretty hard.
Left field, that ball has got a chance to go, and it's one hop off the wall, and Fry's going to get a stand-up double.
What a shot there by Fry. Looks like it had a chance to go out. but stayed in the park as it one-hopped the wall out there in left field. Great job of hitting by the top two players in the Kutztown order so far today.
And that ball just kind of took off to the left field of Casey Coons. So Kutztown once again with a runner aboard. They've already driven in 3 this inning. The Shane Howe homer.
Yeah, Houck did a great job of hitting, and now Fry. And now Quigley up to bat for the Golden Bears.
Quigley reached on a fielder's choice his first time out. That was part of that play at the plate where Houck was thrown out. The breaking ball gets over 0-2.
Houck making up for that run down now with that big 3-run bomb as Kutztown leads 3-0 in the bottom of the second.
Big boost for Mertz, who's done a good job through the first 2 innings for Kutztown. Now has a lead to work with when he heads back out there. And rung up strike 3 called to James Quigley. So Kutztown's down in the second, but not before scoring 3 runs. They lead at 3-0.
And we're going to go to a thing called Up Close and Personal. So don't go away from us right here as we go to Up Close and Personal with the players.
1 Shippensburg error and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 2 innings, Kutztown leads 3-0.
Hi, I'm Matt Kubacki, and my favorite part about Kutztown baseball is our team because we're so close and we just love playing baseball. My favorite part about Kutztown baseball is that the friends you meet, like all us guys are pretty close-knit, and it's a good time hanging out on the field and off the field with all the guys.
The guys on the team are a good bunch of guys. I mean, we hang out on and off the field, stuff like that. So it's all in all a good time. Everybody has a good time. So.
Favorite part is definitely playing in exciting games. Like every game's competitive. You're expected to do well playing on the baseball team. So it's definitely a lot of fun getting out there and playing every week.
It's got to be about the team. I live with a bunch of guys on the team, and probably the team unity that we have on this team is real strong. So.
Just the fun we have, the chemistry, everything. We got a great coach, a great team of guys. I mean, we all get along. There's not one person that doesn't get along with everybody, so it's just a good atmosphere to be in.
All the guys on the team, the guys are great. The coaches are great. We have a lot of fun, at practices, and I mean, you can't get any better than having winning records almost every year. So it's just a good time all around.
My favorite part of Kutztown baseball has to be the team and how everybody's striving for success. I've never been on a team that wants to win as much as these guys do, and just enjoying the whole atmosphere of it this season.
Welcome back to North Campus Field. Kutztown University facing Shippensburg University here in PSAC baseball. It's 3-0, top half of the 3rd inning. Kutztown's done a good job as they have jumped out on the 3rd-run homer by Shane Houck. Now it's going to be Mertz who's on the spotlight. He fires a fastball to start off. Kevin Sholey with a strike, so 0-1.
Sholey on the season hitting .263 here. 19 RBIs with 3 home runs, 25 hits on the year for Sholey. As that one goes fouled back toward the truck here on the first baseline.
Besides the at-bat to Ben Miller, I don't think Mertz has really fallen behind too many hitters thus far. She's done a real good job of just coming in and firing some strikes, and Shippensburg kind of just standing around taking a few.
Yeah, Mertz doing a great job picking his spots here. He's been pitching very well so far and early on.
Breaking ball on the 0-2 pitch misses outside. Good idea that time. She tried to get him to chase.
Yeah, it was even though it was a ball, it was a great pitch there. You want to try to get the hitter to chase there down and low, and that's a perfect place to put it.
That pitch just missing low on the fastball. So the count will be 2-2.
You want to put it down there because even if the hitter gets the bat on the ball, it will not do too much damage there. It might squeak through the right field, but very unlikely there as it was a perfect pitch there by Mertz.
Mertz now misses on the 2-2 pitch with a breaking ball away. Again, he's staying away and down a lot, and now the count's all of a sudden full. Here's the payoff pitch. Missing inside with the fastball, so he came out with fired 2 fastballs, got ahead, and then threw 4 balls out of zone.
And just as we praised Mertz for hitting his spot so far on the day, he walks the leadoff runner. So either way, Mertz still pitching well here as number 9, Chris Kuhlman, will come up to the plate for Shippensburg.
Coleman, the catcher, hitting from the left side of the plate.
Coleman on the season, 222, has appeared in 24 games for the Red Raiders with 7 RBIs on the year.
Mertz checking your runner, now fires a fastball into start Coleman, so 0-1 to count.
Mertz definitely coming out here throwing first pitch strikes. Even if they're taking or swinging, he has managed to get ahead of the hitters by a strike.
Kind of looking at the runner now. He's going to fire over to first base, and back in time is Kevin Sholey. So the count is 0-1. Up at third a little bit.
Sholey has not attempted a steal all season, as he's 0 for 0 in attempts and made steals.
Swung on and missed at the fastball, so now 0-2. As Quigley's up a little bit at third now, he's gone back a little bit as the count's going 0-2. Maybe anticipating some kind of a bunt, but no signs at all. And now a 0-2 count. Checking the runner, now firing the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and he got him. So it's a strikeout. It's going to be number 2 for Mertz on the day. And a big strikeout, a big spot.
I think that was 3 straight fastballs there in a row, and he just finally mowed them down there. That's 2 Ks on the day for Mertz. And it'll be Rhodes now stepping up to the plate playing second for the Red Raiders.
Rhodes booted a ball back in the first inning. He also had a very good bunt in a key situation last game. See if he's up there to do the same with 1 out. And it doesn't appear that way as he takes a fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Mertz, like I said, throwing first pitch strikes, that's what you want to do. You want to get up on the hitters if you can. Let's see what happens here if he can't put the count to 0-2.
Scully over at first. Kind of slow walks back. So he had some time as the throw over there was not ahead of him.
Top of the third, Kutztown up 3-0 here.
Now he does. It looked like Rhodes was about to make some kind of bunt attempt, and the fastball missed outside, so he lays off.
Mertz just a little down and out there on that one. Almost caught the corner of the plate.
Quigley remains up. See what Rhodes decides to do on a 1-1 pitch. Now he's going to be back to swinging, and he fouls it off as Scully was on the move, but the pitch is fouled off, so he'll have to head back.
Mertz ahead of the hitter right now, 1-2 the count. So Mertz takes a step off the mound here.
It's like Rhodes and Shippensburg kind of confused about even what they wanted to do is. Now it's 1-2, he's going to be swinging all the way. And Rhodes takes the fastball, missing down, so 2-2 count.
Mertz right now, it seems like when he gets up on the hitters, he likes to throw that ball down and away to try to get them chasing, but so far Shippensburg hasn't done it.
Firing over to first, back in time with Scully. Mertz a little worried about Scully over there at first base. 2-2 count to Rhodes. Checking the runner. Scully does not go, and the fastball misses low. So we've seen this a few times out of Mertz so far. He's gotten ahead of hitters, and then he's kind of given back in and allowing the count to get to full, and he's done it with a few times, and now he's done it again, once again with Kyle Rhodes.
Mertz is I believe this is the second full count he's had so far today, and I'm so far in this inning.
And the pitch is lined in the center field. That ball is cutting very quickly, and Hawk can't make the play. It's in the gap. Let's see if they're going to score. Hawk gets up nicely, and he's going to hold the runners at second and third. Great attempt that time, but that ball just continued to slice away from him. I don't know if that had anything to do with the wind, and a good piece of hitting that time by Kyle Rhodes.
Yeah, Hal tried to get it out there as he was trying to chase it down. He almost did get it into his glove. It looks like it bounced right underneath his glove there. So the runners advanced, but Hal, good recovery there as he manages to keep the runners at second and third without anyone scoring.
Now for Shippensburg, it's going to be Rick Shumway. Top of the order for Ship, the Red Raiders. Trying to get back in this game. They trail it 3-0. That was actually their first hit, registered by Kyle Rhodes. Shumway takes a fastball outside. Hopefully Mertz can regain his composure and continue to throw some strikes.
Shumway, 309 on the season, 15 RBI so far in this late season. So he's up here looking to do some damage for the Red Raiders.
Looks like Kutztown's content with giving up a run as the middle infielders are back, along with the first and third basemen. Now he's going to miss with the off-speed pitch down. And Mertz has fallen behind Shumway 2-0.
I think this might be the first batter, actually. Mertz has fallen behind besides Miller there in the first inning.
Don't want to give in with a fastball here. See what he decides to do. Look like he did throw the fastball, but he missed down with it. So 3-0 count to Rick Shumway. He grounded the second, his first plate appearance in that first inning.
Mertz works pretty fast there out on the mound. Doesn't take his time there. He gets set. He gets ready to fire again.
Here is the 3-0 pitch, and it's a fastball. Looked like it might have been a little bit high, but it's called a strike. So Shumway will have to stay in the box.
Shumway looked like he was taken all the way there. It didn't look like he had the green light from his coach.
Leadoff guy, he's got the good eye. Here is the 3-1 pitch out of windup, nearly hits him in the head, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, that one looked like that one just got away from Mertz there as that one floated up towards the head of Shumley. So the bases are loaded now, and Tyler Reddick will step to the plate, batting lefty for the Red Raiders.
Reddick hit a shot out to left field, opposite in the first inning. It was caught. So pretty well. Fly ball here would most likely give Shippensburg their first run of the day. See if Kutztown can get out of it. Double play depth are the middle infielders. And a fastball by Mertz misses inside, 1-0.
Double play would be the best thing for the Golden Bears right now as there is one out. And if Mertz can battle out of here, Mertz is having an inning like Gorski did the first game. He had an inning like this where he had gotten into a little bit of trouble and then managed to battle back for the rest of the game. So you look to have Mertz do the same thing.
Here is the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball down the first base line is just foul. Very close to being extra bases if that play wouldn't have been made, but count is 1-1.
Yeah, that ball was about a half an inch there from bouncing over the first base bag and doing quite a bit of damage as that ball would have trailed all the way out into right field.
Fry kind of a little off the line at first. Might have had a play on it, but we are at a 1-1 count. And here is the pitch, and Reddick helped him out there. He swung at a low fastball, so all of a sudden it's 1-2.
I think Reddick was looking for an off-speed pitch there as he got around on that one very quickly.
So it's a 1-2 count, 1 out. Bases are loaded of Red Raiders. And Mertz looking for a strikeout. The 1-2 pitch out of stretch is a hit. Ground ball hit the second, and I don't know if they're going to be able to turn 2 in time to get the out of first. The relay is, or to get the out at second, the relay to first is not in time. So a run does score, but great turn by Kutztown to even get that 1 out over there at second base by Cody Mons.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough play to turn the 2 there. It would have been a bang play there at first, but either way, 1 run does come home for the Red Raiders, and Kutztown will nicely trade an out for a run there. As now there's runners at the corner for the Red Raiders, 2 outs as Mertz gets set to pitch to number 2, Steve McCardle.
Yeah, Mons, that ball was hit to his left. That's a very tough spinning play, and he made a great job to get that lead runner at second. As now Mertz will throw over to first. Reddick back in time. So 2 down in the inning. Kutztown can see their way out of this. And the ball is grounded foul, or hit foul right under our booth.
That would have been a ball there, but he kind of chased that one and only got the head of the bat on the ball as it trickled back to us here behind home plate.
Shippensburg had a little team meeting before this half inning started. Seems to have helped out at the moment as Mertz fires back over to first base, but Reddick once again back.
Kutztown will be glad if only 1 run comes across in this inning. They will still hold the 3-1 lead if they can get it out here.
Fastball is thrown as the runner takes off, but it's fouled out of play. So Mertz is ahead 0-2.
Look for Mertz. I'm going to say he goes low and outside here. I'm just throwing it out there, and I don't know if it's going to work or not. So far, he's done it all day. Let's see what happens.
He's thrown both the breaking and fastball down and away after getting ahead of a lot of hitters 0-2. And count is 0-2 right now. See if Reddick goes. Reddick does go. And a fastball is called third strike on the outside corner. He stayed away. It was a little bit higher than we thought, but in any way, they got the job done.
Yeah, Mertz so far this game has thrown. Usually if he gets ahead of the hitters, he's thrown outside, which is the perfect thing to do. But we're going to step aside here. Kutztown is winning 3-1 here, and we are headed to the bottom of the third inning.
Look around campus, talk to students, meet professors. At Kutztown University, you'll see people learning to make a difference. Whether you live on campus or off, you'll find activities and clubs for personal enrichment, school spirit, or just plain fun. You can participate in sports or support the Golden Bear teams from the sidelines. You can stay healthy by visiting the state-of-the-art Student Recreation Center. KU's art, entertainment, and educational programs make the campus an exciting place to be.
Back to North Campus Field here at Kutztown University. Beautiful day for baseball. And Kutztown leads it 3-1. Great day to be a hitter. We've seen some good pitching also as well. As Andrew Burke is being opposed by Mertz for Kutztown.
As Chad Lightcap will be the first batter here for the Golden Bears.
Lightcap struck out back in the first inning.
Lightcap in the first game though, 5 RBIs on a big 3-run home run to left field last time. So Lightcap no stranger to the long ball. Let's see if he can get on base here to lead off the inning for Kutztown.
And Kutztown has had their leadoff runner on in both the first and the second innings. Second was where they scored their 3 runs. First pitch, Lightcap misses outside with a fastball, 1-0.
Mertz was lucky to get out of that inning there, as he had at one point bases loaded with only 1 out, but managed to get away with just 1 run across the plate.
That time the off-speed breaking ball gets over the outside part of the plate for a strike. I don't think Lightcap liked that too much. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball over the outside corner again for a strike.
Looked like that pitch was in the same place as the last one. Both called strikes now, so Lightcap is behind 1-2 here.
If you're Burke, look for him to go back to that breaking ball once again. He does, but he misses inside this time. Try to change up spots, and the count's 2-2.
Lightcap on the season, batting .296, 21 RBIs before these 2 games started, with 4 homers.
Not a fastball missing away. Full count to Lightcap, as he's done a good job battling back to get that count full.
Kutztown hitters have been making Burke throw quite a few good amount of pitches. Like we said, we don't have an official pitch count here, but Burke has thrown a lot here in the early 3 innings.
Same thing he did to Lightcap back in that first inning. Got him to swing at the off-speed pitch. And Lightcap's down on strikes, 1 out.
As number 31, Mike Dugan now steps to the plate for the Golden Bears. Dugan, 302 on the season, 18 RBIs, 2 home runs for Dugan.
For Andrew Burke pitching unofficially 6 full counts so far in this game. And he's on his way trying to start off another one as he throws first pitch for a ball. So 1-0 to Michael Dugan. Ground ball, base hit right up through the middle center field. Good piece of hitting that time by Dugan, as he wasn't going to wait around for that full count. He decided to single and get Golden Bears rolling.
Yeah, Dugan did a good job. Hit the nice part of the bat there on that one. Got the ball on the ground. Dugan with pretty decent speed as that ball hit up the middle. Now he's lying on first base with number 7, Fantarosa, who did a spectacular job getting on base in the second inning.
Fantarosa hit a hard line drive for his first hit in the left field. And he takes the first pitch breaking ball. A good pitch that time by Burke for a strike, 0-1.
And after Fantarosa got on base in that inning, he gave the Shippensburg defenders a little bit of trouble there, as made the shortstop rush a play and had managed to disrupt the double play and have both runners safe.
There goes Lightcap, or there goes Dugan, and the pitch is swung on a miss, and he's going to have second base stolen easily.
Dugan got a great jump there on the ball. He must he was reading Burke all the way there, and he got a great jump after Burke went to go make his delivery.
Good pitch to steal on, too. The pitcher was kind of, I believe that bounce up there was off speed, so great pitch to run on. Kutztown guessed right, and they have a runner on second base with 1 out.
If you're going to run on something that's going to get to the plate very slowly. A pitcher's going to get to the plate slowly, so great job by Dugan and the Golden Bears.
Pedroza takes that pitch high and away. Count to 1-2.
Now Kutztown has a runner in scoring, has the leadoff runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the third inning, with only 1 out.
And the 1-2 pitch is a ground ball at first base. It's going to stay foul though, so count remains 1-2. Good job fouling that pitch off by Fantarosa.
Fantarosa protecting right now as he's down the count 1-2. Anything close, Fantarosa's going to be swinging at it.
Dugan on second base, not really being held on too much, not too much of a lead. Obviously, he will not be on the move at this point. Shortstop creeping a little bit. The 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball, and it's skied into center field. It's dropping kind of quickly. And coming on and making a play was right fielder Cody Kolb. So that's 2 outs, and now it's going to be up to Brad Stout.
It almost looked like it was going to be a little bit of trouble as it just died in the air there. It almost looked like it was going to find its way to the ground for a single, but a great job by the right fielder from Shippensburg to get in there and make that play.
Yeah, that ball, we've seen some balls go out in the right center fielder. They've just been kind of slicing a little bit, and that one also did the same. Stout is up, and he reached last time with an error on the shortstop, and he takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
Once again, Burke is behind another hitter here in this third inning.
And it's a pop-up, and Ben Miller's going to coast under this one at third base and make the play, and that will do it for the Golden Bears in the third. No runs, they did get a hit, no errors, and they left 1. So we're going to hang with you as we're going to enter the top half of the fourth inning. And John, what have you seen so far from Kutztown? What's the reason they're up? How they got a lead, and what are they doing defensively that's been nice?
Well, first of all, let's start with the pitcher here for Kutztown, Mertz, who got in a little bit of trouble there in the second, but managed to battle out of it. Had bases loaded with only 1 out, but only 1 run came across. And other than that, he's pitched pretty well here early on. I know we're only in the fourth inning here, but he's pitched pretty well so far today. And hitting-wise, I mean, Kutztown in the first inning, you would like to see them get a run, but they didn't have a hit, but they also had bases loaded at one point. You would like to see them get a run, but they didn't, so.
And Kutztown is doing what they have to do in the spots that they're getting now. You get a couple of guys on, the 3-run homer is nice. Besides that, they've gotten runners aboard, just haven't been able to score them, so they enjoy their 3-1 lead right now. Could be a little bit higher, a little bit worse, but they can go out and pitch and play a little bit of defense, try and get out of here with a sweep, and then get ready to see these guys again tomorrow on the road.
Yeah, nothing like having to play the same team for a doubleheader at home, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're up tomorrow. You're going up to Shippensburg to play them once again in another doubleheader. So, quick turnaround for the Golden Bears here, as there will be no days off in between these 2 games.
4 games in 2 days against the same team is definitely a lot of baseball. You're going to get pretty familiar with your PSAC.
It won't be a mystery. It won't be a mystery there to see what the pitchers are going to throw or what the hitters are going to look at, as you just played them in 2 games already. So,
leading off the top half of the fourth is Cody Kolb, the right fielder.
Once again, the wind has picked up here during this game. The first game, not much wind at all. Basically a beautiful day, but now the wind is picking up, and that could have had an effect on that last ball that was hit out to right field.
Kolb takes that first pitch, which is an off-speed pitch, over for a strike. 0-1 to count, Cody Kolb. From the windup, Mertz, there's that breaking ball missing high. Starting off Kolb with 2 breaking balls.
It seems like both pitchers are doing the complete opposite. Mertz gets ahead in the count early on, and Burke seems to fall behind, but Burke makes his way back, and then Mertz sometimes lets it go a little bit as he gets that one. Once again, he's still ahead in the count, 1-2 to count to Kolb. So Pitchers doing a little bit of opposite. Neither one hit pretty bad. Only 4 hits for Kutztown, 1 hit for Shippensburg. But 1 run has come home for Shippensburg, and Kutztown has had 3 across the plate on a 3-run homer.
Finally threw him a fastball after 3 off-speed pitches. That ball is sinking, but it's going to hang up in left field for an out as he flies out to left field, so that's going to be 1 down here in the top half of 4th.
From our vantage point here behind the plate, it seems like once the ball gets too high in the air, it just seems to die. It seems to flitter off, and it just, every ball, it looks like it's going to be an adventure right now, as the ball seems like it's going to die before it gets to the defenders out there.
Casey Coons will step up. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning on 3 pitches. And Mertz fires a fastball in there to Coons as he started off cold with 3 straight breaking balls. Maybe see he's a fastball hitter, and now he's going to come right after Coons here, throwing that first fastball and missing.
Coons, 289 batting average so far here on the season. He's had 135 at-bats, has hit safely in 39 of them, so.
That fastball, he blew by him. It's now a 1-1 count. Breaking ball, and it's hitting the right field. It's slicing over, coming in and trying to make the play. Did he make the play? No, the ball dropped as right fielder Michael Dugan was trying to judge that ball. That just completely sliced on him, and it's in for a hit.
Dugan's first step was backwards at first, and then he realized that the wind was going to get a hold of that one. It seems like the wind is definitely having a factor here on the ball. As that ball, once again, Dugan's first step was backwards. He thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but then he had to rush in and get it. And the umpire says that it did touch the ground, so runner aboard here for Shippensburg.
You're talking about the adventures in the outfield, and certainly there was one there. Trying to bunt now, and he definitely went around. That's Ben Miller. Surprisingly, the 2 home runs last game will be up the bunt at this point, but he does wave at it.
Doing his job, trying to get the runner over is Miller right now.
It's an 0-1 count. As the throw back to first, getting back in time will be Coons. Shows you the kind of power that the Shippensburg has. Ben Miller hitting in that 6-hole.
Coons has tried to steal 10 times, has been successful 8 out of 10 times as he goes here and make it unsuccessful here as he gets tossed out. Great throw by the catcher, Fantarosa.
Fantarosa, they got the fastball, and not a great jump at all by Coons, and he was dead to rights at that point. I don't know, it didn't look like a hit and run because Ben Miller didn't swing the bat, so.
Unless he missed the sign.
Now he's just going to take another fastball right over the plate, so big out for Kutztown. So quickly there are 2 away and a 1-2 count to Ben Miller.
Like we said, Miller dropped 2 bombs in the first game, 2 homers, as that pitch is outside. And they were both to left field, so it looks like he is a bit of a pull hitter. If he's going to hit for power, it's going to go for a pull. Yeah, just a little bit as Joe goes. As both of his were far shots to left field, one almost